Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of EverQuest 2. And on this episode, we're going to go ahead and talk to this Dreadguard. We're also here with Kevin.
What's up, everybody?
And we're going to go ahead and see what's in store for us now.
Hello.
Have you taken out the cultist? Yes, I have. Excellent work. Borshaw has identified the leader of the cult. I'd like you to take her out before they have time to recoup from their losses we've already inflicted upon them. She resides at the base of the crater itself, and her name is Arlesia. While you're there, I also like you to take out the elite cast of saber-filling cults, the adherents. Very well. And stop the problem at the source, level 13. You get at least 2 silver, and for me it's going to be a scout hoop. It's treasure, no trade, 7 agility for your finger, level 13, all scouts. Report back to me once you've finished. I shall. So again, if you're playing a different class, you'll get a different item reward, but it should be pretty good and around the same stats for your class anyway. So mine are agility, yours would be wisdom or intelligence, based off of the different classes you're playing. Did you get that quest?
I did. I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Oh, okay.
Just over here selling right now.
Oh, okay, no problem, man. Take your time. But yeah, most people, when they're playing the game, will come over here and get all the quests in an area. You think you can hop up to, it's either 30 or 60. I don't remember if they doubled it or not. But I'm doing it the slow way. I'm just doing one quest at a time so that people watching can have an easier route. But if you're watching, guys, you're more than welcome to grab all the quests in that area and come down here and do multiple ones at the same time.
I actually prefer to do it one quest at a time, too. Otherwise, my quest thing gets so full that it's kind of confusing.
Yeah, it does get overwhelming and to the point where your entire map glows blue and just pretty much everything you run through you can kill for some quest. You'll spend an hour killing creatures before you realize you haven't finished off any of your quests and you're like 1 kill away from all of them.
Okay, what did you head off to?
The crater.
Oh, back to the crater, okay.
Yeah. You gotta go back down and kill those guys you were killing before, the main ones. They're not too hard. I think we'll clear a little bit of the way.
Okay, around what level do we start making serious money for quests and stuff like that?
Level 90? You know, there's somebody else killing all the guys we need. That sucks. We'll have to wait for him to respawn. Yeah, you won't get serious cash from quest. I think at level 50 you start getting a platinum and a half from like the dailies and stuff, but the main way to get money in this game is just like EverQuest 1, where you can, you know, get some items and then sell them on the broker. You'd be surprised about how much money you'll make on there. You get a few items, put them on there, because even the lower level ones can be taken apart and transmuted for your skill. So even high levels will go on there and buy, you know, the item you're selling for 4 or 5 gold, and if you get 20 or 30 of those, well, overnight you just made like 5 platinum. And it adds up, you know.
I think because I bought access for EverQuest Live, I think that I have all access here, but I'm not sure.
I think that's how it works. I know you can buy the SOE package and have access to all their video games for a month or whatever it is, 6 months if you buy the package for that.
Okay, I wanted to ask you, where do we turn in the collection quest? Because I've got 3 that are completed, and I don't know where to turn them in.
There's one in every town. Granted, the towns are split up into like 3 or 4 different pieces sometimes. For us, we're evil, so somewhere in Freeport. I'm not sure. I haven't played a Freeport class in a long time. Usually I'm over in Quanos, and I know exactly where to go there. But yeah, he's just a name NPC, and underneath his name it will be the Collector. You just walk up to him and turn him in.
Okay, alright.
And the thing to remember with those is if you do the higher level collections, you'll get more experience, but you'll also get items based off of that level. And so you'll turn it in at level 45, and you won't be able to use that item until you're around level 45, so that kind of sucks.
And you also said that we eventually we get a mount quest, correct?
Yeah, usually, I don't know again with this one because this is one of the older zones, but they did go through to like Greater Fadar and zones like that. And if you go through every quest in that zone, eventually the end one will be, to get your mount. And I did that with Frostfang Sea, and there was one there. I know Greater Fadar has one. I know Timor's Deep has one. So I'm just assuming this one has one as well. It'd be pretty weird if they didn't.
It looks like the door to another zone.
Yeah, that might be for a quest. I'm not sure. They used to have a lot of quests in this zone that when you got to a certain point, you literally had to get a group together to get to the next part. There he is. There's the named up. And they kind of did away with those because they're trying to make it more, playable solo, so that you don't have to have a group, because a lot of the time you wouldn't be able to find one, and then you couldn't finish off the quest. So we need 7 more of those adherents.
Yep, 7 more adherents. Here's one.
Yeah, I kind of like the way when they made it a little bit more challenging and forced you to get into groups.
Well, see, now that's what I like. I mean, even with the Necromancer, even though it is a solo class, they're still they do really well DPS. So they're good for groups too, man. So.
Oh yeah, I mean they're amazing in raids because you can feed other classes your power. And so, if the cleric is running out of power, you can feed him. If the enchanter's running out of power, you can feed them. You can even be kind of a backup enchanter too, to a certain extent.
Here we go.
But there's just so many things, so much versatility out of a necromancer. It's a little unfair, actually, but since I have one, I'm not complaining.
I love them, man. I love them. They're my favorite class. Like Diablo 2, I beat the game with the necromancer.
My brother played Diablo 2 with the necromancer, and he had an issue when he got to the end. He had literally put all his points into just his pets and no spells. And when he got to Diablo, he just casted some kind of like flame spell or something, and it just annihilated all his pets every single time, and he just wasn't able to beat the guy.
I think that he's is he not immune to magical attacks? I think I had to keep resummoning I had a golem-like creature,
right?
And he did physical attacks, so I think that's how I beat him. Now I had a friend who beat him with the barbarian. And there's a spell that the barbarian gets. It's not really a spell. It's just called Barbarian Shout. And it took him 4 hours to beat Diablo because the only thing that he could use to attack Diablo was the shout, the Barbarian Shout.
Yeah.
So we literally sat there for 4 hours with him using that shout so he could beat Diablo.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He definitely seemed like he was overpowered to certain classes, if you're doing it by yourself. But overall, yeah, I love the Necro in that game because it was so easy. All these little, especially when you were fighting those little guys that would jump at you with the little spears in that little swamp level, and they were so hard to hit because they would always hit you and run away, hit you and run away. The little munchkin guys, you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and turn back into the dredge.
Hello.
Have you slain them? Yes, I have. Stop the problem at the source, level 13, 3 silver, 14 copper, and the scout's hoop. And we went ahead and got an achievement. Basically, if you do a certain amount of quest in a zone, it gives you that achievement. I think it's 30 quest or 50 quest. Your work is excellent. I will be sure to note how much of an asset you were in my report. Thank you, soldier. Is there anything else I can do? So we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. Again, if you like these episodes, please hit the like button, subscribe. Definitely leave comments down below. I'd love to hear back from you guys. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next episode.
Subscribe.